Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with today's intuitive channeled message for whoever is in need of these messages. General advice as always, guys, so please take from it, as always, what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. So it's very much like a card reading without the cards, and I'm just able to tap into the messages for the collective. Okay, so let's begin. I'll start with letters that I am picking up at this time. A. And it never goes in order, whatever letters present itself. I'm seeing an M, C, G. I'm seeing two R's. Somebody might have two R's, or you and your person both have names that either start with an R or have R's in them. I'm also seeing two Y's. So same rule applies, either you guys both have names that start with a Y or there are two Y's in a person's name. Y names are coming through prominently right now. I'm hearing Yolanda, Yesenia, Yvonne, I'm hearing Yessie. So that could be somebody's name, Yessie. Could also be Jesse. I'm also picking up off of C names here. Carissa is one of them. Claire. Candace. I believe I picked up off of that name before. Candace. Candy. Catherine. Or Kathy coming through here. Clive or Clyde coming through. Chance also coming through. So a bunch of these names presenting itself here today. Denise, Dolores, Dolly, Delilah, so a bunch of D names also. Dina, Greg also coming through, or Gregory. Okay, so those are the names that I'm picking up here today. Signs that I am picking up off of for today are Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Leo. Gemini, Sagittarius. Okay, so that's coming through as the signs for today. Let me go ahead and see what the messages are. I'm hearing the word school. So for those of you who are a student, you're in school. And I'm also picking up perhaps some struggles that someone's going through in school, furthering your education. You're being directed to keep going, to hang in there because it's going to get better. I'm also picking up for some of you that there's a test that you're supposed to take, and maybe you've been worried about it, or you've been spending a lot of time studying for this, and they're telling me you're going to pass. And this isn't just any ordinary test here. So it could be for work purposes, it could be, I'm getting for some of you, it could even be to pass the bar exam. So if you're focused on that, you're going to pass. That's coming through for somebody. There are those of you as well who might be taking a medical exam, or you've already done it and you're waiting for results and it's going to be fine. That's the energy that I'm picking up here. So try to release your worries about that and just think positively that it's going to be fine. My angel guides are also sharing with me if you've been worried about a person, a romantic interest, that I'm picking up for those of you in separation, you're worried that you guys are never going to work this out, they're never going to reach out, they're never coming back. I'm getting that they will. That yes, they will return, yes, they will reach out, yes, they will come back. You guys have the opportunity for a reconciliation here. It's important that you guys do address, I'm picking up off of red flags, whatever those red flags are. You can't sweep it under the rug, you cannot ignore it, it needs to be addressed. You guys, it's coming through that you guys both parties want to reconcile, but there are issues here that drove a wedge between the two of you to begin with, and unless those issues are handled properly and addressed in order for you guys to come to an agreement, a solution, or to finally let it go, let bygones be bygones, however way you guys decide to work that out, that's the one thing that's going to help you guys move forward. If that's not addressed, you guys are just going to end up breaking up again, and possibly for good. So those things need to be talked about. And some of those conversations can be very uncomfortable. You guys might even raise your voices and start bickering, but it's very important that you guys tackle this situation being able to have a better understanding of yourself, the other person, seeing things from their perspective. They have to understand where you're coming from as well. There has to be better communication, more productive conversations. There has to be compromise. I am picking up off of that energy of the need for compromise. That was lacking, and that contributed to a separation for some of you because somebody wasn't willing to budge. They had a particular way of thinking, and that was that. You know, their word was gold. And so it can't be that way. It has to be where you guys both understand where you're coming from and be able to come up with a middle ground here, come up with a viable solution where you guys are both happy and fulfilled in order to move forward in the partnership. That is what's presenting itself here. So hopefully that applies for those of you that resonate with that. I'm hearing do less and more will happen. So if you've been trying too hard to get a situation moving, to either reach out to somebody or take things to the next level in a partnership, don't try so hard. So take a step back and just allow life to happen. If it's meant to be between you and this person, it will be. So just trust that what's meant for you will come for you. And that can apply to romantic partnerships. That can apply to any struggles in your other relationships, whether it's friendships, your connection with family, associates at work, whatever area you are most focused on. Just take a step back and allow the universe a little bit of wiggle room to work on your behalf. But I am picking up here that ultimately what is concerning you and worrying you at this point in time will work itself out. So no use in focusing on the negative or just being overwhelmed with worries. Your angels, your angel guides, your spirit team, the universe, a higher power, whatever your faith might be, it's being handled. So trust in that and just live life on day to day and think positively. Truly, it'll work itself out. Love life, work matters, health matters, family, whatever it is, it'll work itself out. So if you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, whatever the emotion is that's weighing heavily on you, your angel guides are wanting to calm that energy. There's no need for it, is what I'm picking up. Everything's going to be fine. All right, that is what's coming through here today, guys. I really hope that these messages resonated with some of you and brings you peace and comfort knowing that everything is going to work out for your best interests, as well as for those who are in your life, those that are affected by the decisions and solutions that play itself out. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so very much for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care.